The US doesn't just target China, it targets any nation that dares to operate outside its permission structure. The American empire doesn't tolerate rivals, full stop, whether you're an ally, a neutral, or a declared adversary. If you threaten US primacy or refuse to kneel to its strategic diktats, you get crushed. Selectively, ruthlessly, often quietly. Let's name names and expose the pattern. Russia, the obvious target, sanctioned into near-pariah status. Swift cutoff, frozen $300 billion in reserves, media demonization. Proxy war in Ukraine designed to bleed Russia dry. Why? Not because of democracy, but because Russia refused to accept NATO expansion, maintains independent energy leverage, and dares to project power beyond its assigned sphere. Iran, the eternal enemy. Decades of sanctions, sabotage, Stuxnet, assassination of scientists, support for regime change proxies. Why? Because Iran refuses to bow to US control of Middle Eastern oil flows and dares to build regional influence via Hezbollah, Syria, Iraq, outside Washington's command. Venezuela, the Latin American rebel crippling sanctions. Recognition of fake presidents. Oil embargo. Why? Because Venezuela nationalized resources, allied with China, Russia, and became a symbol of anti-imperialism in America's backyard. Unforgivable. Cuba. The 60-year grudge still under embargo, still sabotaged, still smeared. Why? Because it dared to exist as a socialist state 90 miles from Florida. And survived. A living middle finger to US dominance. So they strangle it. Europe. The Allies under heel. Germany's Nord Stream 2, blown up. France's strategic autonomy, mocked and undermined. EU attempts at independent tech or defence policy, blocked, co-opted or bought off. The message, you're not sovereign, you're subsidiaries. India, the partner on a leash allowed to grow, but only so long as it serves US containment of China. The moment India buys Russian oil or S-400S, sanctions threats. Cats are looming. Tech transfer restrictions. The leash tightens when Delhi forgets who's supposed to be in charge. The swing states of power, Brazil flirting with BRICS Plus, watch USA-eyed, pour into civil society to destabilize Lula. South Africa doing joint naval drills with China, Russia, prepare for diplomatic isolation and credit downgrades, Turkey buying Russian systems or playing Middle East mediator, get ready for F-35 bans and Erdogan smear campaigns, Saudi Arabia pivoting toward Asia, kiss cheap US weapons and political cover goodbye. Hard truth, the US doesn't hate China personally, it hates multipolarity, it hates sovereign alternatives. It hates any centre of gravity not orbiting Washington. China is the biggest threat, so it gets the full war machine, but every other nation is on probation. Step out of line, you're next. Prediction: the 2030 S will be defined by forced alignment. The US will offer nations a binary: serve the empire, get market access, tech protection; defy the empire, get sanctions, sabotage, colour revolutions or cruise missiles. Neutrality doesn't exist. Non-alignment? A death sentence. The US isn't just trying to stop China, it's trying to stop the 21st century from escaping its control. And it will fail, but not before dragging the world through hell.